I have no clever thing to start this review with, so let's just get into the intro. I want to talk about this movie right now. The Martian is directed by Ridley Scott and is based off Andy Weir's book of the same name. It basically opens with a mission on Mars where several astronauts, played by Jessica Chastain, Kate Mara, Sebastian Stan, and Matt Damon, they have to leave early because there's a storm that comes. But Matt Damon's character, Mark Watney, is hit by debris, and the other astronauts unfortunately have to abandon them before their ship makes it unable for them to take off and leave for Earth. So Watney is presumed dead by NASA until they find out that there's been activity going on Mars, and they come to the conclusion and find out that Mark is still alive and has been living on Mars for several months, and he's been growing his own food. So basically NASA conducts a plan to try and get Mark home, and it also involves sending the other astronauts back to Mars to save him. So this is directed by Ridley Scott, who, in all honesty, has not had an impressive track record with his last few movies. I mean, this is coming from somebody who likes Prometheus, because while I think Prometheus is a lot better than people say it is, it does have some issues. And then, I mean, Robin Hood and Exodus were not very good. And I just kind of wish that I would see one movie from him that takes me back to the days of Alien and Blade Runner. The Martian is that movie. And not only is it that movie, but next to Inside Out, this is the best movie I've seen this year. Like, I absolutely love this movie. One thing that it does well, very well, is the look. Cinematography is absolutely gorgeous. Ridley Scott knows how to shoot in 3D. I don't know if this movie was actually shot in 3D or converted. I'd assume since he shot Prometheus in 3D, he would have shot this in 3D, but it is beautiful. The 3D is very effective. The visual effects are incredible, just jaw-dropping to look at. And the production design really goes back to, again, Alien, where the production design is so fantastic and makes you believe in this world, even though this is not too exaggerated. I mean, it's still Earth and Mars. It's not off another galaxy like Prometheus and Alien were, but nevertheless, it's very, very impressive. And then all of your actors are fantastic. Matt Damon is great as Mark Watney, and for most of the movie, he has to act by himself. He is basically talking to webcams, and he manages to carry most of this movie on his own. I mean, we do have other actors in here. We have a great cast. Jessica Chastain, Jeff Daniels, Kate Mara, Sebastian Stan, Chiwetel Ejiofor, and all of them do a great job. And you admire all of these characters for how smart they are, especially Mark, having to solve all these problems so he can survive on Mars for a little longer until rescue comes. Like, all these characters are great, and there's great interaction between all of them. And one thing I really did not expect from this movie is how funny it was. I mean, it's not a comedy, but the script is very clever, witty, and has many comedic moments. It's written by Drew Goddard, who, when I was watching the movie, I knew in my head that Drew Goddard wrote this, but it has that Joss Whedon type of writing, because Drew Goddard worked with Joss Whedon on Cabin in the Woods and several Buffy and Angel episodes. So it was great to see, like, an element of fun brought into a movie that could have easily been a very dark thriller. I mean, I haven't read the book, but when you look at the plot, it is kind of a dark movie, and I'm really happy that there is an element of fun to the movie. It was something that Interstellar was truly missing, one of the things that hurt Interstellar badly. And that's the thing, the first half of the movie is, like, more fun. You're admiring Mark's intelligence and the ability to survive on Mars, and you're really invested in the dynamics between the characters on Earth and on the space station. And then the second half, it just gets really intense. Like, the second half is even better than the first half. And you're really on the edge of your seat, and it's because you want to see these characters succeed. You want to see Mark get home and it does lead to some intense moments, I gotta say. And another big compliment I have to give this movie is that it's a movie that's almost 2.5 hours long. And not only was I not bored in the movie, but I wanted more. I wanted the movie to go a little longer. I felt like everything was well paced. I didn't think there were any scenes that dragged. And I just really wanted to see more of the movie, even if that meant that Mark had to suffer on Mars a little more. I can't think of anything wrong with this movie. Like, I really love this movie. There's really nothing that I can say is bad, but at the same time, I don't feel the passion to say, get off your ass and go see it right now. I mean, it's a movie that you should definitely see, no question about it. You know what? Screw it. Get off your ass and go see it right now. Just gonna put that out right there. It's one of my favorite movies of the year, next to Inside Out. It's beautifully well made. It looks fantastic. The actors are phenomenal. The humor is there, and this is pretty much the movie I wanted Interstellar to be. I can't think of anything wrong with this movie. I absolutely love it. This is going to stick around for my top 5. No, maybe top 5. We'll see. I mean, it's definitely going to make my top 10, but top 5, we still got 2 months left of the year, so we'll see what happens. But anyway, that's my review for The Martian. Leave a comment to tell me what you thought of the movie. If you've seen it, what did you think? Like, subscribe, share me with your friends, and this is the real Mr. Robinson telling you there's only one.